Hello everybody, this is Maniac for Bricks, and welcome back to Flashbacks, where we take a look at lesser known LEGO products. Not always rare, but you never know. This time, don't worry, we're not going back to the 1990s for weird LEGO merchandise. At least for this week. This time we're going back to the 1960s for one of the first instances that LEGO was used with other businesses in a system known as Modulex. This LEGO theme lasted from 1963 to 1965, before it became its own property. It started out as a way for Godfred Kirk Christiansen to build model houses in a 1-to-1 scale. You see, a standard LEGO brick is on a 6x5 scale, meaning that its height is greater than its length or width. Considering this would be useful for architectural companies and town planners, Modulex was well into production. And no, this isn't the same as the first architecture set, which was known as the Hobby and Model box in 3 different issues. Although it is kind of a nice coincidence, and those were actually used with standard LEGO bricks. They actually had some graph paper incorporated with them so that you can build on a grid scale though. But it is fun to note. Under the M20 system, short name for Modulex, there are unique kinds of pieces that haven't been released yet for today's LEGO system, such as 1x5 bricks. Yes, a 1x5 exists out there. A 2x5 brick, 1x4 bricks with no studs, and more. Even some really weird slopes that may be close to some cheese wedges or 1x3 33-degree slopes, but are actually a bit different in terms of if you actually compare it to a ruler or any kind of measuring tool. In fact, for this line, windows were made from a combination of these bricks with no slopes and very thin beams to make the window frames. These pieces would attach with a solvent-based glue. Yes, there was actually a time in LEGO history where they encouraged that you glue pieces together. Although this is more for a construction way, not actually just LEGO Master Builder models or anything like that, so it's okay. It's not Craggle, so I guess we're okay with that. Some of these pieces even had prints, including numbers and months in English and German, but at some point the target market of architects declined, and it never fully developed into a market for children. After 1965, the LEGO Group split Modulex into its own company, removing the LEGO logo from their bricks and replacing it with the letter M. So if you ever come back to find those pieces, you'll actually notice the same bricks will have a LEGO logo and an M logo on them, meaning they were produced at 2 different times. After the developments of Interior 10 and Exterior 500 in the late 70s, Modulex no longer associated with the LEGO brand. But I know what you're thinking. Do LEGO fans actually care about this even nowadays? I mean, they're not even compatible with actual LEGO pieces in any other sort of system, which are intermingled in terms of comparison. But actually, there is a growing community of them. If you look here and there at LEGO conventions, you'll find at least one person building mocks from Modulex. This small system is often fun to pair with minifigures as a way of them experiencing their own version of LEGO. It's also a cool way to scale buildings with their 1-to-1 brick ratio. I met a woman at Brick Fair, Virginia, 2017, who told me a lot of the information from this video, and then some. It was through her that I had the opportunity to experience many types of pieces and bring home a sample for this video demonstration. She's a collector of Modulex, and hopefully she finds one copy of every piece someday soon. She and I even discovered some new variants, like pieces with manufacturing errors. And with pounds of Modulex to go through and many different colors, it's going to be a field day to make sure that everyone is accounted for. There's more and more thing you can do with Modulex pieces outside of an architectural aspect. You can actually use them in a LEGO gun. And I'm not even talking about the spring-loaded ones that you see nowadays. I'm not kidding. The first patented LEGO product was a wooden toy gun under this name. I can't pronounce this for the life of me. A Modulex artist by the name of Hoovian Art discovered that the flat 1x4 bricks can be used as bullets in the 1945 and 1960 releases of this kid's toy. But with this image spread around, it is accidentally marked on some databases now as a product of Modulex. A big thank you to hqzHhB from Brickset forums for this info. Since then, the LEGO Group has reclaimed rights to Modulex to preserve its history, but they have no plans on bringing back this system, especially as a potential choking hazard for children. However, they still develop architecture sets and business programs such as LEGO Serious Play and Planned Copy. If you come across Modulex, try it out and add it to your collection for a piece of history, literally and figuratively. Thank you everybody for watching this video. I'm very curious how many of you out there have actually tried Modulex before, maybe even collect some, and maybe want to get into it in terms of building mocks. Let me know in the comments down below. I know personally I just have a small collection of them now, and I'm not aiming to get every single piece, because it seems like a bit of a nightmare from what I can tell on some of the images I found online for what all the different pieces are. But I think it would still be fun to collect a bunch more of them and build miniature models out of the Modulex pieces. Thank you very much again for watching this video. Be sure to share it and let me know if you got something out of this in terms of information. I thought this time would be a lot more fun to do a more informative, historical kind of video instead of just showing a wacky different product. I mean, I did, but it seems like a more interesting and informative way of doing it. Also, if you wanted to participate in a LEGO giveaway that I'm running on my channel, today is the last day for it, September 7th at midnight EST, Eastern Standard Time. This contest will be ending, which was from last week's Flashbacks video. If you want, you can check that out on my channel, learn on there how to enter into the giveaway, and I will draw winners in the following day or two. We'll see you next time with more LEGO videos, and I got a couple more things up my sleeves in terms of oddities from LEGO. Ooh, by the way, before we go, I just want to have a quick announcement. I'm going to be at a video game con this weekend in Parsippany, New Jersey. You can check out the link in the description below and in the pinned comment for more information on how to get tickets and where to go. It's a great convention I've been to a few years ago, and I was able to meet Baron von Brunk in person. I also got to see a lot of very cool video game vendors, get to play some games that I don't even own or may have not had a chance for before, and even meet some small-time video game developers and learn about their cool projects. I also am going to be there with a little bit of recording in order to work on a future episode of Gamecdote. It's basically about personal experiences with video games and how it shapes each gamer. But I thought this would be a great opportunity to interview different people, both gamers and game developers, and learn about their experiences and what leads them back into the video game community. So if you're there that weekend, let me know and I will be happy to feature you on a future video on YouTube. We'll see you next time with more videos.